Nobody, okay, so he said that nobody in WWE is better than him or anybody in AEW. Okay, well. Hello everyone, my name is Anonymous Something. Join the Gang Network today. It starts at 99 cents a month, motherfuckers. If you don't want to join the channel though, but you still want to show your love and support to the Gang Network, then there are options below. Super stickers, super thanks. You know the drill. It helps the channel either way. Buy the Hit Gang Network's merch today. Link down below, motherfuckers, alright? Link down below for the Hood Gang Network official merchandise. Now then, let's get right into the video topic, motherfuckers. So, I'm looking at this, and apparently, Will Ospreay says he doesn't like WWE. Now, for those of you who don't know, Will Ospreay is a wrestler. That's all I know. I'm not gonna pretend that I know anything of, everything about Will Ospreay, nor do I know who Will Ospreay is, alright? I'm not gonna pretend I know the guy, alright? I just know he's a pro wrestler, or I don't know, like where does he wrestle? Is he in New Japan? I've heard his name before in wrestling forums, and yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I know this person, right? Or do I know, or I've watched any of his matches. I'm not a hardcore wrestling fan. Okay. Will Ospreay says he doesn't like WWE. Fair enough. Alright, a lot of people don't like WWE as well, alright? I'm not a avid WWE watcher, alright? I don't really watch WWE. I watch the highlights, alright? And I try to stay, like, I keep in touch with WWE, alright? But I don't watch it on a regular basis. Like in full shows and shit. And what else did Will Ospreay said? He says that nobody there is better than him or anybody in AEW. Why am I laughing? Hold on. Why am I laughing at this statement? Okay. Will Ospreay says he's better. Nobody. Okay, so he said that nobody in WWE is better than him or anybody in AEW. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's his opinion. I'm not supposed to laugh, but it's his opinion. Let's try to respect his opinion. Okay, well. Okay, I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Okay, I'm trying to get through this. According to Will Ospreay, here's what he said, and I quote: I still, as not only just a viewer, but as a wrestler, I just don't enjoy WWE. Yeah, so do I, and so do a lot of people who back in the day used to watch WWE, alright? So it's not just him. Like, I get it, alright? WWE and their current storytelling, current storylines and shit, yeah, I understand. You don't enjoy WWE as much, but I gotta be honest, like, some of the storylines in WWE are actually, some, not all, some are actually pretty watchable. And I gotta commend WWE for that. At least they're trying, alright? I haven't watched WrestleMania 41. Yeah, me as well. I mean, I haven't watched the full show yet. Only, selected matches. But the full show of WrestleMania 41, not really. What I've heard is it wasn't the best Mania. Yes. You're right. You're correct, Will Ospreay. I just never was a WWE guy. Fair enough, okay? That's your opinion. That schedule is like crazy, and I commend them for all doing it. Yeah, we all know the schedule with WWE back in the Vince McMahon era, but nowadays, according to some of the wrestlers, the WWE schedule got a little chiller, right? It got, it's not as hardcore as before. Like every day you're on the road, and every day you're going to house shows and shit. According to some of the wrestlers, right? I'm not sure if that's real. I just didn't like it. I don't like the show. I don't like the style of wrestling. I don't like the presentation. It's gotten better. I love the one-shots that they've been doing. I've never been a big fan of it. Yeah, fair enough. Nobody not everyone is a WWE fan, and not everyone loves to watch WWE and shit. Yeah, you guys are the biggest. Yeah, I mean, pretty obvious. You guys are drawing the bigger houses, yeah? You guys have got the bigger deals, but the moment the bell rings, I think we're better than all of them. I don't know, man. Not sure. You can't say that, right? Can't really say that AEW is better. I mean, I haven't watched AEW, so I can't really tell, I guess. And it's a pretty smart place they got there. I think we're better than all of them. Not really, man. Not really, alright? If people think you're good, then they'll watch you. But WWE still has higher ratings than AEW, so I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Numbers don't lie. Like, I think, honestly, on my worst day, I'm better than those guys in ring. Probably, maybe, I'm not sure. But can you tell a story, though? Can you draw a big house? Can you draw a big arena? Can you draw ratings? I generally don't think there's anyone from that side, from that side that, like, matches any of our guys. You know, I can think of a few. Maybe AJ Styles isn't there in WWE. He can put on a great 5-star match, I guess. Yeah, there's him. I can't think of anybody else. Okay, so is this guy the Will Ospreay guy? I gotta check who this guy is. I don't really know who this guy is. Like, why don't I know about him? Is he a mainstream wrestler? Is he one of the smarky wrestlers? Because I don't know who this guy is. You know, the wrestlers that only smarks know. The fact that he's saying that he's better and everybody in AEW is better, well, numbers don't lie. That's all I gotta say. Numbers don't lie. Look at the ratings, alright? AEW will never beat WWE. I'm just saying, alright? In terms of the ratings and in terms of people actually giving a fuck about the show. But anyway, yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? What are your thoughts on Will Ospreay's comment on WWE and that he thinks he's better than everybody in the roster in WWE? I don't know, man. I'm just saying, man, like, a good wrestling match draws, right? The story and everything and the characters, that's what makes a great wrestling match. Anyway, what are your thoughts on all this? Put in the comments below and let me know. My name is Anonymous Something, and I'll see you all in the next video. I approve this fucking message and AES rules.